Hi, my name is Kumar Anirudha, and today we'll learn about WASP nodes and how to set them up on your local system. So let's get started. First and foremost, WASP node is something that you'll absolutely require to get started with using IOTA Smart Contracts. And if you look at the architecture of how WASP nodes has been positioned right now, you can connect each WASP nodes. They will be anchored onto the main tangle. And each of these WASP nodes you can connect amongst themselves and make it into a WASP committee of sorts. And you can deploy chains, which we'll call as WASP chains, on top of these WASP nodes. So you can actually deploy as many WASP nodes as you want and create a committee. You can also maintain multiple committees if you want. And on each of these WASP nodes, you can deploy as many chains as you want. You can consider each of these WASP chains as an equivalent to a blockchain, right? You can also deploy EVM chains on top of these on top of WASP. So we'll come back to those things later on. But right now, we'll just see how to build the binaries and run your WASP node. Look at the architecture that has been also apparent from here. Each of these is one chain IDs, and these can exist on one or more WASP nodes. All right, so to get started, you'll have to clone this repository at a ledger/wasp. This is where you have to go first. You can clone it, you can fork it and then clone it, whatever works best for you. But I obviously suggest fork it and then clone it. And you can clone it using different methods like HTTPS. There'll be a SSH option, there'll be GitHub CLI, you download zip, whatever works best for you. Do make sure that you're checked into the master branch so that you are on the latest released code. Right now, the release code is 0.2.3. But if you are a little more adventurous, you can go to develop branch. That's where most of the active development goes on. So a lot of those features on the develop branch might be very advanced, which are not documented yet. So make sure that you know what you're doing before you go ahead and do that. I have already cloned the repository here, and this is primarily a Go project. So you'll need to install Golang on your local system. Right now I'm running Go version 1.17. 1.17. This also works with 1.16 onwards. Anything is fine. But go with the latest Go version, whatever TinyGo supports, that should do it. The next thing that you would want to do is set your Go path, right? So, Go bin or Go path, you'll have to set these. So in your environment variables of your local system, you can set these paths. If you don't set it, you wouldn't know where the install is going to happen, right? So you can either do make install or make build. Make install is a combination of two steps, make build, and then after it creates the binaries, it will then move the binaries from the local project repository, from the local project directory to your Go path, right? By default, I think it goes in /users/go/bin or someplace, but you can set it to whatever you want. Right now we'll do a Go build we'll do a make build. What make build will do is this will just build the binaries and keep it in the local system. I mean in the current path. So we'll just see once this is done. You can see that now we have these binaries that has been created. All these green colors, these are all binaries, and all you'll need to do now is run wasp like that, and that's it. If in case you would have run make install by any chance, that's also fine. You can just run wasp, because then it would be on your global path, so you can run it from anywhere, or you can copy it manually to whatever place you want. Just to run it, you can just run it like that. But before that, we need to do a little bit more of configuration. So just open the vim.config.json file. And let's just go through this very quickly. The first thing that you will notice is the database directory, which is the WASP DB. This is where all your files, your chains, and all the information will go here. So if, for example, your node goes down and you want to restart it, if in case you have this directory existing, then you can just restart it and all your connections and all your chains will still be there. However, if you lose this, you will have to probably recreate your entire blockchain goes away. So make sure that this is very, very securely stored, or you have enough space to get this going. The rest are pretty straightforward things. We'll just move to the next thing, dashboard. So we'll get a dashboard as well, where we can see all the different chains that is being spin up, all the different events that's happening, and so on. The dashboard scheme it works on a simple basic auth right now. The username and password, you can set it to whatever you want. The default ones are WASP and WASP. You can set it to something secure, obviously. And the next thing to notice is the node.con address. This is your Goshima address, which we'll be using to connect. So WASP runs on top of the Goshima, which again connects with the Chrysalis network right now. So this Goshima node, you will need to get it going. Right now, we are just connecting it with the testnet Goshima node. You can find all the testnet addresses from here, right? You can find all the testnet addresses from here. We're just using this address, which is the TX stream address, which you will need. And once you have those things done, just save and exit from your Vim file. You can use Nano, Emacs, whatever you are more comfortable with. And once you have done with that, just run /wasp, and you'll see that your WASP is getting started. What you can also do is, if in case you don't want all those logs, you can also run with the logger level, so that you don't get all the logs which keeps on coming, right? And that's it. Your WASP is now running, and you can see the current version that it is on. What we can do is we can go to localhost 7000. It's asked for our username and password, which we have set to WASP and WASP right now. Once you log in, you will see all the configurations here. You'll see the different peers that are connected. If you have deployed some chains, you will see those, the metrics and all that. And with that, you have now successfully run a WASP node. That's it. Thank you.